The world is in chaos, but God's kingdom is advancing.
Hello, good Lord's Day. Welcome to God's Kingdom Come, where we study the Bible as one unfolding story of how God transforms his people through faith, love, and hope. Today, I would like to talk about something that lies at the very heart of spiritual strength. The title of this message is Captivated by God. Many Christians spend much of their spiritual lives trying to just improve themselves. They focus on their weaknesses, their failures, their lack of prayer, their lack of discipline, and their lack of spiritual strength. While there is certainly a place for self-examination, I wonder if many of us are looking in the wrong direction. Perhaps the secret of spiritual strength is not becoming more occupied with ourselves. Perhaps it is becoming more occupied with God. One of the most remarkable passages in all of the Scripture is found in Isaiah chapter 6. Isaiah writes, "I saw the Lord sitting upon a throne, high and lifted up, and the train of his robe filled the temple." Notice what Isaiah did not say. He did not say, "I saw myself." He did not say, "I saw my problems." He did not say, "I saw my failures." He said, "I saw the Lord." Everything changed when Isaiah saw God. One of the greatest needs of the church today is a fresh vision of God. We live in a world that constantly pulls our attention towards lesser things. We're surrounded by news, politics, entertainment, problems, fears, temptations, and endless distractions. We might be spending much of our time looking around us and sometimes looking within us. Yet perhaps little time is spent simply beholding the greatness of God. What we see determines what we become. The soul tends to move in the direction of its gaze. If our attention is fixed upon earthly things, our thoughts become earthly. If our attention is fixed upon ourselves, we become self-absorbed. If our attention is fixed upon God, something begins to change within us. When Isaiah saw the Lord high and lifted up, his first response was not pride, it was humility. He cried out, "Woe is me, for I am lost." This is an important truth. Biblical humility does not come from constantly staring at ourselves. It comes from seeing God. A greater vision of God naturally puts us in our proper place. When we see his holiness, his majesty, his wisdom, and his glory, we recognize how dependent we are upon him. Yet, the story does not end there. God did not reveal himself merely to make Isaiah aware of his need. God revealed himself in order to transform him. The burning coal touched Isaiah's lips and he was cleansed. His guilt was taken away. His sin was atoned for. Notice again that Isaiah's transformation began with a revelation of God. He did not transform himself, he encountered God. Then came the call. Isaiah heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And Isaiah responded, "Here am I, send me." The vision produced humility. The humility prepared the way for cleansing. The cleansing prepared the way for service. Everything began with seeing God. This same pattern is found throughout Scripture. Isaiah spoke to a people, or rather Jeremiah spoke to a people living in exile. Their circumstances looked discouraging and uncertain, yet God gave them this promise: For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans for welfare and not for evil, to give you a future and a hope. What a wonderful promise. But God did not stop there. He continued, then you will call upon me and come and pray to me, and I will hear you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all of your heart. The promise of God's purpose led to the pursuit of God himself. People seek what captivates them. A treasure hunter seeks treasure. A scientist seeks discovery. A lover seeks the one he loves. And when a person becomes captivated by God, he begins to seek God with all of his heart. Perhaps that is why so many Christians struggle spiritually. We are trying to become stronger without first becoming captivated. We are trying to produce the fruit without beholding the source. The Christian life was never intended to be a constant exercise in self-improvement. It is a life of knowing God, loving God, seeking God, and delighting in God. As we become captivated by God's greatness, faith grows. It grows naturally because we trust him more. Hope grows naturally because we believe his promises. Love grows naturally because we delight in his character. The soul becomes strong when it becomes captivated by God. Spiritual anemia often comes when our vision becomes too small. We become consumed with our circumstances, our disappointments, our struggles, and our concerns. But when we lift our eyes and see the Lord high and lifted up, everything begins to change. Our problems may still exist, but they no longer appear larger than God. Our weaknesses may still be real, but they no longer define us. Our future may still be unknown, but we know the one who holds it. The greatest need of the church today is not more self-help. It is not more self-analysis. It is not even greater discipline. Our greatest need is a fresh vision of God, to see him high and lifted up, to see his holiness, to see his glory, to see his kingdom, to see his promises, to see his purposes. Because when we truly see God, faith grows, hope grows, love grows, and spiritual strength begins to return. May we be able to say with Isaiah, not merely that we learned about God, but that we saw the Lord high and lifted up. And may our hearts become so captivated by him that everything else begins to find its proper place. Isaiah's circumstances did not immediately change after seeing God. Judah was still headed for judgment. The nation still had enormous problems. Yet Isaiah himself was transformed because he had seen something greater than his circumstances. Many of us have health concerns, family burdens, financial pressures, and unanswered questions. The answer is not that all of these things instantly disappear. The answer is that God becomes larger in our vision than the things we fear. Isaiah did not leave the temple with smaller problems. He left the temple with a bigger God. God bless you and have a good Lord's Day.
Rejoice,